How long does it really take to learn English? My main thought about this is it depends. Not everyone's favorite answer, I know. Here is what I think it depends on. It depends on what you want to do with the language. It depends on how different your target language is from your native language. It depends on the time you have available. It depends on the resources you have available. It depends on if you have already learned a foreign language before. So what you want to do with the language. If you want to reach complete mastery of the language, it will take you more time than if you just wanted to travel comfortably in that language. Do you want to become fluent or just be able to have conversations? This will change how much time it will take you. Second, I think we all perceive a language as more or less difficult if it is very similar to or different from our native language. If the language was very similar to English, such as Spanish or other Romance languages, it would not require enormous amount of time for native English speakers to learn. But for languages that are very different from English, like Mandarin Chinese or Japanese or Korean, it will take much more longer to learn. The time you have available. It is very difficult to spend a lot of time, many hours every day, studying English in a focused way. It is exhausting. Maybe you can do it 1 day or 2 days, or maybe even 3. But can you do it every day for 5 or 6 months? Probably not. And that's okay. But it's important to make English as a part of your daily life. Think about how much time you can spend focusing on English. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever the number is, make that your goal. But the resources you have available, the resources you use depends on the goal you have. For example, if your goal is to have conversations in English, then most of the resources you use should focus on listening and speaking. Textbook, for example, might not help you so much if your goal is to have conversation. However, if your goal is to study at an English-speaking university, then using a textbook might be more helpful. Probably your goal is to have conversation in English with native speakers. In that case, I recommend listening as much as possible. If you only have 10 minutes in your day to study English, then listen for 10 minutes. My final point is, if you have already learned a foreign language, then learning a second foreign language will probably be a little bit easier for you. So you can see why there is not an easy answer to these questions. But that's actually a good thing, because it means you can go at your own speed. You don't need to compare your speed and your progress to other people's speed, other people's progress. Remember, comparison is the thief of joy, and language learning is very personal. I hope you do not feel bad about your learning speed. If you practice English a little bit every day, you will learn. Thanks for watching.